Welcome to the Cover Your Assets podcast, a show for the physician who understands the importance of protecting everything you've worked so hard to achieve. If you're ready to find the peace of mind that only financial security can bring, let's get started. Here's your host, Billy Gwaltney.
Hello, welcome to today's episode of the Cover Your Assets podcast. I'm your host, Billy Gwaltney. As always, I'm glad to be with you today. Today's episode is talking about how the top insurance carriers calculate the maximum disability coverage available. I work with thousands of physicians across the country, helping them secure their private specialty disability coverage. Most of our clients start working with us when they're in training, either residency or fellowship, and then they graduate, their income increases significantly. So it's an exciting time, a great time. And most of our clients are interested in seeing how much coverage they can buy based on their income. And sometimes the question becomes, well, how do companies come up with this amount? Is it arbitrary? Can I automatically increase to the maximum that the policy allows? And the short answer is no, we can't automatically just flip the switch to $30,000 a month if that's what the policy allows, or $15,000 a month. There is a formula that the top specialty carriers utilize to determine how much coverage you can buy. That formula factors in your pre-tax income at your new job. And they start out using the contract, kind of the guaranteed amount. And then production can be counted as that income is realized over time, okay? But initially, once someone is starting their attending career, the top carriers will go by the guaranteed income and also a portion of their group long-term disability if an employer is providing that. I would say probably 90% or more of our clients will work at an employer at some point in their career that provides a group long-term disability policy. Sometimes they will offer a buy-up provision where you can voluntarily opt in to more coverage through the employer. Most of our clients decline that because group policies are much more difficult to collect from due to adverse selection. I've done other podcasts on that. I'm not going to spend a ton of time talking about that part, but mainly the point of this podcast is how do they determine how much you can get? And the first element they go by is the guaranteed salary. That is kind of the first metric. Someone that makes, say, $400,000 a year pre-tax on a guaranteed basis without any employer-provided disability coverage, they may be eligible for, say, $15,000 or $16,000 a month of coverage, okay, from the private specialty carriers. If someone makes that same $400,000, but they work at an employer that does offer group long-term disability, then that amount is going to be reduced depending on the maximum monthly benefit cap of that group long-term disability. And so there is it's kind of a formula that requires a couple of points to be clarified. The insurance carrier is going to want to know the details of that, and then that formula will dictate how much coverage you can buy. Typically, as your income increases over time, you would be eligible for more insurance if your policy allows you to increase through the benefit increase rider or the future increase option. If your policy does not have a benefit increase rider or future increase option, you can still increase coverage, but it may require updated medical screening. It may be subject to whatever discounts are available to attendings at that time. It just depends on the situation. But generally, the calculation is fairly similar across all four carriers. So it's not like you can, if you have one carrier, you're limited to $10,000 a month. And if you go to a different carrier, they'll let you get $15,000 or $20,000 a month based on the same income. That's not how it works. The top carriers are pretty much in the same ballpark. If you're eligible for $15,000 a month with one company, then you're likely going to be eligible for very close to the same $15,000 a month with any of the other companies based on the same information. Okay. So there is a calculation. You want to make sure that you get to the maximum if you can. Most of our clients want to be at or near the maximum coverage that their income allows. And then over the course of your career, as your income goes up and or you move to an employer that has a different group long-term disability cap, or has no group long-term disability when you were at a previous employer that did have group long-term disability, then the amount of coverage that you're going to be eligible for can change and can increase. And so it's important to keep track of that and keep in touch with your broker. We're in touch with our clients pretty routinely, pretty regularly to make sure that, hey, has your income gone up? Is your production income counting now? Are you getting bonuses? Have you made partner? Have you changed jobs altogether? As the production income is earned and realized, or as the overtime is realized, as more shifts are factored in and that income is counted and you have tax returns that reflect that higher income, then you're eligible for more coverage based on that higher income. So hopefully this helps. I know that's a lot of information. It does depend. You want to make sure that your details are clear with the insurance carrier so that they can make sure that they're giving you the maximum coverage that you're eligible for based on your income. I would be happy to discuss your situation in more detail and reach out to me at any time to do that. The number to text me is 704-270-2376. Again, 704-270-2376. The details matter, and I love working on those details and happy to help you. Thank you for your time.
Thanks for listening to the Cover Your Assets podcast, an Odd Conduit media production. New episodes drop every 2 weeks. If you've enjoyed the conversation, subscribe, rate, and review this podcast. For more tips and advice, visit the website and YouTube channel. Check the show notes for links. Join us next time for another episode dedicated to helping physicians like you get your disability insurance right and protect your way of life.